Hi, I'm Edvin Palmer. Thank you for watching. In this video, I want to talk about a gay man's favorite topic. Now, what might that be? You might wonder. Let me see. Let me think. It's penis size. Yeah, in this video, I want to talk about penis size because something I hear a lot is that black men allegedly have larger penises than white men, and that's why I want to ask this question in this video. Is it true that black men have bigger penises than white men? But before we talk about this, it is important to know what the average penis size is. And this is a subject many men have wondered about at some point in time. And according to a study published in the British Journal of Urology International, the average length of a flaccid penis is 3.61 inches, and that's 9.2 centimeters. So let me show you that. That is this long. This long. And while the average length of an erect penis is 5.16 inches, and that's 14.2 centimeters. So that is 14.2. That's that long. That long, yes. And the average girth is 3.66 inches, and that's 9.3 centimeters for a flaccid penis, and 4.69 inches, that's 11.9 centimeters for an erect penis. And girth is the circumference of the penis at its widest section. So why is it believed that black men have bigger penises than white men? What's the origin of this notion? If hearsay and the images perpetuated in the pornography industry are true, black men are more endowed than white men. Is this a fact, though? If so, the difference in size is not huge. There are extremes in size across every ethnicity. Extremely short penises, called micropenises, and extremely long ones, but overall, most men fall close to the average length. The Kinsey data suggest that black men have similar lengths as white men, or, if larger, just slightly, and insignificantly so. 6 years ago, after South African men complained that the government standard condoms were too small, condom maker Durex created and shipped special extra-large condoms to the country. Incorrectly fitting condoms is an important factor in condom failure worldwide. As a result, the World Health Organization created size guidelines for the condoms shipped to certain regions. These measurements are based on 3 studies that indicate that African men require slightly longer and wider condoms, whereas Caucasian men require medium condoms. In a study on condom fit among African American men who have sex with men, 1 in 5 felt the condoms were too tight. 1 in 5 felt the condoms were too short. Only 1 in 10 felt the condoms were too loose, but the actual lengths and girths were not measured. However, not all studies support such large measurements in African men. A study of Nigerian men in 1995 measured over 300 men aged 17 to 23 and found the average length of a flaccid penis to be 3.47 inches. That's 8.8 centimeters, which is almost 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters shorter, so that's 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters shorter than the average flaccid length. If we ignore the previous Nigerian study and assume that the hypothesis that African men have larger penises is true, it still doesn't necessarily translate to African American men. The common mixtures of Caucasian, African, and Native American in African American families, as well as the addition of other ethnicities like Asian populations, ultimately brings the measurements closer to the average, experts say. So if this stereotype is not conclusively factual, where did it come from? Herbert Samuels, professor at LaGuardia Community College in New York, writes that this stereotype is likely linked to the opinions of 16th, so this professor, he writes that this stereotype is likely linked to the opinions of 16th century West Africa that described black men and women as bestial, animalistic, and hypersexual. This description also included the black man as a sexual superman, with a penis larger than the white man and increased potency. So is it true? Are black men really bigger than white men? Well, maybe among African men, there is a slight difference in size, African men being a little bigger. There's no way to know for sure though. However, among African American men, the stereotype is likely fiction and rooted more in racist, historical rhetoric. So when it comes to African men, the answer is, yeah, maybe they're bigger. When it comes to African American men, the answer is no. There's no evidence for it. So if you're black and you happen to have a very big penis, then the likelihood of that being because you're black is very small. And if you're white and you happen to have a smaller penis, then the reason for that is not the color of your skin. So that's very important to keep in mind. The colors of our skin doesn't determine the size of our penis, so keep it in mind. There's no evidence for it. So above me, you'll find the link to the website where this information comes from, so you can go to that website and read more about this topic if you want to. So I want to end by saying that the size of your penis really doesn't matter. I know that society views it differently, but it's all just stupid if you ask me. The most important thing is that we love ourselves for who we are, so the size of our penis really doesn't matter. That's how I want to end this video. I want to thank you for watching, and before I stop, I do want to ask you what your opinion of this is, or maybe not so much your opinion, but your experiences when it comes to this topic. What have you experienced which is linked to what this video has been about? Tell me about it. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll read it and I'll comment on it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll definitely see you soon. Bye.